Hello all. The previous class we have seen custom exception or user defined exception. How to create custom exception or user defined exception. So how to create to extend the exception class. So we have created that custom exception. We have take one example voter exception. So if voter age is less than 18, we are throwing exception. Okay. So if you are not watching my previous class, go and watch it. If you have any doubts on that, please comment it below. Okay. So today we will see new concept. Okay. Today we will see new concept. So I hope you all understand this exception concept. So if you have any facing issues, so you could just comment it below the video. Okay. And please subscribe my channel. So we'll go to next. Okay, let me create one class. I don't want to disturb these existing classes. Okay, how to create class? Simple. I'm not taking any package. So we take demo test one. I am taking public as well. Okay. So this is my class. So created class. So within class, I can string. So how to create an array? So string array I want to create. Okay. So this is how we can create, right? Okay. So, so if it is a string within double quotes only. So okay. So Java and so .NET and next 5. So these are the elements. Okay. Like multiple elements. So array can accept multiple elements at the same time. At the same time. Multiple elements. It will similar type of element. See, suppose if it is fixed. So, so what is the length of the array? How to check it? So the length of the array is 3, right? Here we have 3. So if I want to extend uh, s of 2, the index 3. Okay. So if you see here, that is extend. See. So as of now, the length is 2 only, right? The index. But I want to increase the length dynamically. Is it possible? So now let me try to print this, that is. So there is an exception we have. So array index out of 1 exception 3. Why exception? The length is 3 only. If you put the length, see, if you see here, so this is out s dot length, the length. I run this, see, exception in a thread, main. Okay, see. Let me show this. So length is 3. See, whenever you create an array, the length is fixed. You can't edit that. Okay, you can't edit. Okay. So you can't edit, you can't add elements. And if you remove elements, so the initial size is 3, right? If I remove element, so this is one way of creating array, right? Let me create one more way. So we have another way also, right? To create string array 3. Okay. So now let me define value. Okay. So s of 0 Python. So let me create one. So this is one, index two. So this is Java, and this is so HTML. Okay. So we'll check what is the length of array. So we'll check the length of array here. Okay. Great. Run. So the length is 3. Now let me comment this. Let me comment this. What happened? So when I run this, again 3 only. Okay. Okay, 3 only. So that means the length is fixed. And again, if I want to add one more index, s of 3, this is SQL. So run it. Exception. So see, exception. That means once you declare an array, irrespective of the elements are added, that size is same. If you are adding or not adding, the element size is fixed. So it is allocated of memory is 3 only. So because we fixed it, so the array size is fixed whenever you declare. So whenever you're keeping 3 elements or not 3 elements, that size will be 3. So you can't add 3 elements. Okay. Size is 3 only. So suppose there are 3 elements, but I would not to accept 3 elements. Okay. So that means once you declare an array size is fixed. We can't be changed. So if you want to add, don't it won't accept. And if you want to edit and remove, also not possible. So that is the problem of here. And it won't take multiple types. It will only take similar type of elements, right? If it is a string, that means it won't accept string elements. It won't take different kind. Okay. Whenever I add elements, it won't add dynamically because the size is fixed. And whenever I removing element, it won't remove the size. The size is not decreased. Okay, dynamic. Okay. And whenever I want to add some varieties of element, it won't take. Only similar type of elements it is taken. So these are all drawbacks of array. So how to overcome these drawbacks? So in order to overcome these drawbacks, okay. So what are the drawbacks here? So it can accept only similar elements. So if I want to go for my object should be take any type of element. That is first fine. So that is one drawback of element array. And whenever I remove element, its size should decrease. Okay. Whenever I add elements, it should increase. Okay. So it give memory for all the added one also. That is means dynamic nature. So that means dynamic nature. So who will provide all these features when compared to array? So that means adding and accepting multiple elements, and whenever I add element, its size will be automatically increase. So whenever I remove an element, its size is automatically decrease. So these features are available in Java. There is a framework called collections. Okay. There is a framework called collection. Okay. So collection. So collection is a framework. Collection. Collection. So I have reference collection framework. So why we can call it as a framework? So we have a doubt. Why we can call it as a framework? This collection. So whenever somebody says framework, framework contains set of predefined classes and methods, interfaces. So those are useful or those are reusable components you can take with the help of those predefined classes, methods, interfaces. So you can complete your task by taking help of them. Okay. So you can achieve your goal. That is the purpose of framework. Okay. So it contains a set of predefined classes, a reusable components. Okay. So we can use those reusable components. Suppose there is a sort method, right? That is a reusable component, right? Why? So we can get it sort, right? So before we using sort method, yes or no? That is reusable purpose only. We are someone is completed for you, right? So if you don't know the sort method, you need to use your brain and run some bubble sort kind of sorting order. You have to do it your manual. But if it is available for us, we can do it. Simply call that method. We can handle it. Yes or no? So collection framework. So in collection framework, whatever classes are there, the classes. So the classes whatever the classes are there in collection framework or having a capability of adding other objects, any type of objects. That is first point. So whenever you are adding elements, so the size is increased automatically. Whenever removing elements, so the size is decreased automatically. So that means dynamic nature. Okay. So, and that having varieties of elements, and it also rich set of methods. So then you are adding elements, right? After that, you have to retrieve that elements also. Somewhere you are keeping something. After that, you have to get it, right? So you are depositing money. Okay. So then after sometimes you have to access the memory, right? That money, sorry, that money you have to rest. So okay. So in order to access that, so object into the collection, after that I have to get those objects, right? So in order to get that object, it is giving rich set of methods. Okay. To get. So provision to store, provision to sort. Okay. So these are all a rich set of features available in collection framework. Collection framework object. So collection framework objects. So collection is an object. It is having a couple of storing other objects inside. So a class, it is nothing but an object, right? Okay. So collection class objects are capability of storing other class objects. Okay. So I hope you are all understand. So why collection is important here. So today I'll tell the hierarchy of collection. Okay. So for all collection is a root interface. Okay? Collection is a root interface. So like we have exception. Okay. This is collection is a interface. Okay. Okay. So collection root, this is a root interface. So like we have probably an exception, runtime exception, IO exception. They are all classes, right? So here also we have root This is class collection. So coming to the collection hierarchy. Okay, hierarchy. So interface to interface. It contains sub interface. See, class to class extends. Okay, interface to interface. So extends, but interface to class implements, right? Then so we can extend one interface to one interface. Okay, that also possible. Okay, so the child interfaces are for this collection. So first one, list, set, queue. Okay, queue, queue. Okay, so these are the interfaces, sub interfaces we have. Okay, queue. Okay. So this is also interfaces. These are also interfaces. Interface. Okay. So these interfaces extends collection. Okay. Next. So if I say interface, what typically interface contains? So what typically interface contains? Abstract methods. And you can't write object also, right? But here the concept is saying collection object store other objects. Okay. So are you creating objects? So list or set of queue. So because those are interfaces, right? So if you want to create object, you have a class that implements these interfaces, right? Yes or no? So, so in general, in Java point of thing, so we use list and set only. Queue we are not going to do it anything. We are not caring about it. Okay, only set and list. These two are interfaces. We are mostly using these two. So list and set. But there is a one, that one also an interface queue. So here within list, the implemented class is array list. Array list. So this is class. Okay. And next. So here hash set. This is the implementation. Implement class for this set. So okay. And also we have linked list, array linked list, and we have many things. I'll explain those as well. Okay. As of now, we can see this array list asset. Okay. One implemented class. So that means you can create object of array list, and you can add elements, and you can reduce element. The size will be automatically reduced. You can add element, that size will be automatically increase. And you can add any type of elements, all type of. And for asset, so you can create asset object and add elements. Whenever you add elements, the size is automatically increase. Whenever you remove the element, automatically decrease. Okay. And also it can take multiple elements, not same time. Okay, it can accept multiple. Okay. So we can add multiple means double objects and integer objects, string. Okay. Okay. This is dynamic nature. So in array concept, it can't add dynamically, right? But here it is possible. So collection is a root interface. Under collection, list and set, these are also interfaces. So the class is which implements list is array list, and the class is which implements set has set. So these are the classes, if I say. So these are the collection classes, means the collection objects. So these are the collection objects, the capability of storing multiple other objects. Okay. This we can do it in our hand. Okay. 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 That is the process. And okay. And whenever see, there is a difference between these array list and as. Okay. So these are dynamic nature is the same for that, but there is a some difference. So very important. List. Okay. List accept duplicate objects. Set does not accept duplicates. Okay. That is first point. Okay. So list accept duplicate elements. So set does not accept duplicates. Suppose if I want to add an employee object, employee should be unique, right? So where we have to go? List or set IDs. So unique, right? So see, unique, right? So only duplicates is not accepted. So whenever your requirement does not have duplicates, go for set. Where are there is a duplicates needed, then you can go list. That is first form. Next difference is so the lists are indexed. That means by using index 0, 1, 2, so we will get the elements. Okay. Sets are non-index. So by using 0, 0, 1, we will not get elements. Like array of 0, array of 1, like that. Okay. So in list, it is possible. So array list is possible. Okay. It is follow indexed, but set is not possible. So list is support the index. Set is not support the index. That is second. So the third difference is which your order you are adding elements to the list while you are getting same order you are get. Suppose you are adding first integer element, double element, and like kind of thing. So you will get the same order, but set you will not get same order. So it is not an order. Okay, that means it is not giving guaranteed order. What order you are adding elements while you are retrieving will not get the same output, but all elements are getting. Okay, guarantee in set, but order is not guaranteed here. Okay. Okay. So these are the differences we have in list and set. And the default size of both list and set is 10. So that means whenever you create object, it is having capability of taking 10. Okay. So just, okay, 10. And if you want to add 11th object, it will size double. So 20. Okay, 11th order onwards, it can take. So 10 means 10 plus 10, 20. Then it is 20. Okay. So internal interval that increases size. So whenever you are adding 10th element, so 11th element onwards, it is adding. So 10. The size is 10. Then it is become 20. Okay. So it is like that. It is keep on increase. So the default size is 10. It is 10. Okay. So these are the differences we have. So I hope you all understand this concept. So tomorrow onwards, we can try some examples and know the collections. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.